Hello, Year 4. Welcome to Maths. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be applying our multiplication methods today to word problems. So, as a quick starter, what are some key words linked to multiplication? See if you can get at least 5 written down in the next minute, and then join me on the next slide. Okay, so hopefully we've got a couple of these. The multiplication symbol here, groups of, lots of. If I ask for 3 lots of 5, that means 3 times 5 times the product, multiple. If I ask for the third multiple of 5, that means 5, 10, 15. The third multiple of 5 is 15, and factors, which we looked at on Wednesday. Okay, so can you spend, with multiplication in mind, probably about 5-10 minutes, 5 studio games, and 1 rock slam to either me or to a friend? So pause the video here and get up a new tab and do that quickly. Okay, today we'll be using different methods to help us answer multiplication word problems. So here is, let me get rid of that reminder. Here is a quick reminder of the short multiplication method. I've just done this for 2-digit by 1-digit because that's what most of the word problems ask for us to do. So here's how we lay it out. Our 6 tens, our 5 ones multiplied by our 7 ones. So first step, 5 times 7. That equals 35. So I've got 5 ones and 3 tens, which I'm going to carry over to my tens column here. Next step, I need to do 6 times 7 and then add on any tens that I have. So 6 times 7 is 42, but that's not the final answer because I need to remember to add on what I carried over. So 42 plus 3 is 45. So 65 lots of 7 is equal to 455. I also want to show you one more method, and this is the number line method. So it's still partitioning, but it's doing it in a visual way that I think you might actually quite like. So class 4 are using number lines to solve 6 times 34. Have a little look and see if you can work out how they've done that. Have a look at the lines to create groups of. Why is it 10 times 6, 10 times 6, 10 times 6, and then 4 times 6? What's the purpose? Where we found those numbers from? Okay, so 30, the 3 here, we know that's in the tens column. So 30 is 3 lots of 10, 10, 20, 30. So what we can do is, to make our life a little bit easier, we can do 6 times 10 3 times. So this is 6 times 10 once. 6 times 10 is 60. Now we do it for a second time. 6 times 10 is 60. So we add those up. I'm now on 120. 6 times 20 equals 120. And for the third time, I can do 6 times 10 again, which is 60, and I've added that on. So I know that 6 times 10, 6 times 20, 6 times 30 gives me a product of 180. But my question is 6 times 34. So what do you think I need to do now? Have a look at the diagram. It says here 4 times 6. So we are left with my 4 ones. I've done 6 times 30. I need to do 6 times 4 ones. 6 times 4, if we're not too confident with that, we can do 6 times 2, which is 12, and double it. So that gives us our 24, and then we simply need to add up our 180 and our 24 to give us 204. So 6 times 34 equals 204. See if you can use that method for these two questions. You've got 5 times 32. So the 3 is in your 10. So you could do 5 times 10 and 5 times 10 and 5 times 10. See where that gets you on your number line. And then you can do your 5 times 2 ones. So 5 times 2 and add them together. Same as your 7 times 32 here. Now that you've completed that, or your answers here, I'll tell you quickly. 5 times 32 is 160, because 5 times 30 is 150, and 5 times 2 is 10, so 160. 7 times 32, 7 times 30 is 210, and 7 times 2 is 14. So add those together, you get 224. Let's look at one word problem together, and then you are going to use any of the methods that you practiced yesterday. Maybe you could use the number line method to help you, or the short multiplication method that we recapped today that we looked at briefly last week, whichever one you're most confident with. Let's have a look at this question. A farmer is calculating the number of sheep on her farm. She has 6 fields, and each field has 35 sheep. So use a written method to work out how many sheep there are altogether. Let's pick out the key information. 6 fields, each field 35 sheep. So the calculation we need to do is 6 times 35. It's asked me to do it in a written method, so I'm going to use the short multiplication method. Let's recap this together quickly. How are we going to lay it out? Bigger number first, 35 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. I've got my 0 ones. What have I forgot to do? Hopefully, you're telling me that I forgot to carry my 3 tens. Now I can do my 3 times 6. That gives me 18. Complete? Not quite. Can't forget to add on my 3 tens. So 18 plus 3 equals 21. So 6 times 35 is 210. There are 6 fields. Each field has 35 sheep. There are 210 sheep altogether. Okay, question 1. A shop sells postcards in packs of 6 and packs of 8. Alan bought 4 packs of 8 cards. How many cards did he get? All the answers will be on the final slide together. So pause this slide here and answer the question. Question 2. Plastic cups are sold in packs of 8. Amir needs 27 cups. This isn't asking me to do 8 times 27. They're sold in packs of 8, and he needs 27 cups. So 8, 16. Think about what's going to come next. How many packs must he buy? You're probably going to have some cups left over, but remember you need at least enough packs, so you've got a minimum of 27 cups. Question 3. A shop sells candles. You have plain candles for 35p each, star candles for 60p each, and stripe candles for 85p each. Sapna buys 4 star candles. They're 60p each. That's the first part of your question. And 2 stripe candles. They're 85p each. Second part of your question. How much does she pay altogether? Third part of your question. Don't forget to add up your answers. Question 4. Cinema tickets cost £3.65 each. Hannah buys 4 tickets. How much does Hannah pay? Question 5. Again, if you have completed your sort of 50 minutes, hour of learning, that's absolutely fine. Just do whatever you can. Whatever you've done so far is amazing. Send it over. Well done. Please don't carry on and do all of the questions if it's going to take you over an hour. A rectangular swimming pool is 25 meters long and 10 meters wide. David swims 5 lengths. Rosie swims 12 widths. How much further does David swim than Rosie? And a final Challenge X question for you. Adam buys 6 packs of white balloons. They come in packs of 24. Chen buys 3 bags of red balloons. They come in packs of 12. Adam says, I have 4 times as many balloons as Chen. Explain why Adam is correct. Challenge X questions I respond to via the email, and your other answers are here with a brief explanation. I hope that wasn't too tricky. I hope by now we're finding at least one multiplication method that we're confident with. Next week, we're spending more time on the 2 by 1 digit short multiplication and a lot more time on the 2 digit by 2 digit short multiplication method. Okay, so we'll be reapplying that at some point. Well done. I will see you for English. Bye.